Greetings from Maine. My name is Tammy and welcome to Stitching and Quilting. This is FlossTube number 9 and today is September 29th, 2023. My notes aren't very good today because this is it's been a long week. It's just been a long week. My daughter's been sick. I haven't been feeling all that great myself. It's been kind of gloomy. It's starting to get a little bit chilly here, which is fine with me. I'm good with the chilly. It helps with the hot flashes. But anyway, so I did have a finish. I finished, here's my Heart Lord. I have to FFO'd it into a pillow, and I gave the pillow to the recipient yesterday. I have a picture of it and I can put it in my thumbnail at the beginning of this episode. So hopefully, and if you like it, like, subscribe, comment. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you. You have no idea how happy I am about that. And please continue to come. So let's just jump into things. I worked on Amok. And here it is. This is by something Stitches. Let me see. I gotta remember to write this stuff down. Untwisted Stitches. And I worked on this for the 5th day. So I did complete my Whip Go challenge. And somebody did comment on this. Sorry about this hanging thread. But I did get Winifred done. And I did work more on the bottom border. But I love doing Winifred. She's got to be my favorite of the Sanderson sisters. So, there she is. Okay. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I worked on. If I can find the. Oop, there it is. There. I worked on From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, the Spooky Quaker. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare there. But there it is. And I'm doing this on an unknown Bee Stitch Me. It was in a scrap bag that I got for like $15. She hasn't done one since then that I know of. I wish I could say she has, but she hasn't. So I started working on the witch, this motif right here. So here it is. I've got the bats done, and I'm working on this hat, trying to get the purple line in so I can finish. Get the purple line in here, get the purple line in here so I can finish up the hats and then work on the faces. So this will actually be part of my Whip Go starting Sunday because I have to do a couple of motifs on a sampler. This will be the perfect thing, and maybe I'll get a good chunk of it done. Okay. The next thing I worked on, if I can find the picture. There it is. I started Boo. It's a black and white, sorry. And it's not a very good picture, but that's the only picture I was able to get of it. But there is Boo. And I'm using all the called for well, not all the called for DMC. The black and the white I have replaced with Anchor because I like the coverage better. This is on a 16 count gray, touch of gray. And this is as far as I've gotten. Just a small start. But I want to try to get some more done this weekend. This might be my Sunday spooky sampler or spooky Sunday stitch. So there's that. And then don't know if I worked on this one very much, but I do have to get back to it because I do love this. I did work on it a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. I got a few stitches in. Frank and Elvira Gobelstein. Working on Frank. And here. And here he is. I don't know the name of this fabric. I do know that it is a 16 count, which I got from Wicked and Whimsy on Etsy. She has some very cool colors like this. I think these are named after like Envy, the Sins, the 7 deadly sins, I believe. Not quite sure on that one, but I think so. Okay, and then I did a new start yesterday. This is a freebie from the Primitive Hair. And I'm just going to do a quick shot of it. Just in case you're not supposed to show patterns. I know you're not supposed to show patterns. I think you can show freebies, but there wasn't a cover photo with this one. So, let me show this one real quick. This is Samhain. Happy Halloween. And this is only 2 colors. It is black and it is, I'm using Gentle Arts maple syrup. I really like the brown. There's really not much variegation in this one, but that's okay. I'm good with it. And I don't have a needle minder on this, but this is my start. I worked on this for a few hours this morning. That was about like 4. Put this back here. And I did some quilting this morning, and then I worked on it for a little while this afternoon, or, you know, a little while before I showered and whatnot. So that's that. So those are all my whips that I did because my focus piece was Here's My Heart Lord, due to the fact that I needed to get it done this week because it was a gift for somebody. The other things that I have done is I did get in a couple of orders, and I did get some haul that I didn't get a chance to show because of my phone issues and whatnot. So I'm going to do a lot of haul here, or Stash Enhancement. That's what I'm calling it. So these right here are all pretty much freebie patterns that I got. This is an Owl on an Egg by Bent Creek. I know Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching did this one. This was not a freebie. This one I got from the Cozy Frog Stitch. Yes, it's called the Adam's Family Credo. We gladly feast on those who should subdue us. I love the Adam's Family movies. They're great. And I love the show Wednesday. She is just too cool. And then this is from Metal Moonbeam on Etsy. It's called Love, Laugh, and Loathe. These are just a couple of quickies, hopefully quick stitches that I can get done really quick and have them ready for Halloween at the end of the month or at the end of October. And I'm sorry they're in black and white, but basically the Credo is in black and white, and I think the spider and the loathe. Let me see. We have colors here, I don't know that much. Oh, thought we did. Thinking the loathe and the little thing on the spider is done in red, and then maybe gray or white for the web. Not sure, I didn't print off the color list. Alright, and this one is I got from Etsy. It's called From Stomp's Creation. They're a small Etsy store. They don't have very many patterns, but what they do have is rather cute. And it's Hello Fall. I love those little pumpkins. They're so cute. So, it's another one I want to stitch up real quick. And then this is a fall one. This is from Teresa Koget's Patreon. It's called One Acorn. It's only 98 by 106. It's pretty small. But I think it'll be cute once I love Teresa Koget. Anything she puts out, I've got to get, you know. And I'm not a prim person. And a lot of hers are primitive. And I'm just not that type of prim person. I never really have been. I kind of like muted colors a little bit, but I'm into the purples and, you know, the greens, the blacks, those kind of things. You know, Halloween colors, Christmas colors. I'm just not a prim person. My Tessino tea. Yay! And then this was a freebie. This is from Sue Hillis Designs. And I've never done anything Sue Hillis. So this ought to be very interesting because I know I've heard people talk about her designs and they're very, I don't think they're confetti heavy. It's just a lot of color changes. So this is Ho Ho Yo Ho Ho, and it's a Pirate Santa. It's very cute. Like I said, it was a freebie. It's on the small side. I got it from Everything Cross Stitch. They have a free pattern every month. 36 wide by 36 high, so it'll be a quick stitch. But most of it is back stitch, as you can see. Like this up here is back stitched, and a lot of the beard right in here is back stitched. But you know what? I don't mind doing back stitch too much. On my Mocha Mocha Mocha, I think I'm only going to do the letters and whatever back stitch they have for the hair. I'm not back stitching that whole border. I mean, there's a lot of French knots, and I'm going to be learning how to bead real quick because I'm not doing French knots. I've tried it. I can't do it. I'm not even thinking about that. All right, this is a Hands-On Designs. It's a complimentary pattern. I just printed this off today. Here it is. It's You Bring Me Peace to My Heart. You bring peace to my heart. I thought it was very cute and a very cool sentiment for like an anniversary. And my husband and I will be married 7 years on May 20th. So who knows, maybe I'll make this for him because he does bring peace to my heart. All right, and then I also got this one from Hands On Designs. It's called Choose Happy. It's a freebie. It's very cute. You can do it on 36 count. Well, the call for is 36 counts a weeks. Dye works linen. I do not stitch on linen. So I could stitch this on 18 count and it would be suffice. It's 55 by 59. Okay, and this was a free chart for November 2021 from Beth Twist. And I've done one of her free charts. I did the Ever Blessed, which I absolutely loved. It was done in black. I just took off the BT. I should have put something else there, but I didn't. I could have extended the leaves of this branch a little bit, but I didn't. But I absolutely fell in love with that one. So this is Within This House May Peace Abide. And I like the sentiment. I think the sentiment is very nice. And it doesn't have... It's just onyx. Weeks Dye Works onyx. I think I might change it to blue. I think I have some blue silk from Classic Colorworks. Or I can see what they have from Gloriana. I like using Gloriana silks. I've used them before. And then this one is for this was a free chart for Thanksgiving 2018. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. And it's only got like 4 colors. Or 3 colors. Yeah, 3 colors. But I'm actually thinking about possibly doing this in sulky. At least some of it in sulky. I think it's very cute. And then, this was a stitch along, or a mystery stitch along from Plum Street Samplers. It's the 12 Days of Christmas. And all it is 2 colors. It's just red and green. And there's the beginning of it. And this one I plan on doing. I really want to do this one. I did get together some things for some patterns together. I got 24 patterns together for kind of like a impromptu advent where I have 24 starts. I think I might also I think I might start this one too. Because like I said, it's just 2 colors and it would be so easy to just start, do 1 block a day for 12 days, or try to, I love Plum Street Samplers. I'm really not into that prim stuff, but for some reason, I love her work. It's wonderful. And I got some of the Noah's Ark ornaments that she does. And this is Noah's Welcome Mat. And I think this is the cutest thing. It says, welcome, please wipe hooves, paws, and feet. And I think that is absolutely adorable. I really do. And it's only done in a few colors. Some of them I have, some of them I don't. But that doesn't mean I can't get them. And she always has like a Bible verse on the back of her patterns. And this one says Genesis 7:1, and the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, For thee have I seen righteousness before me in this generation. And I remember seeing Russell Crowe's version of Noah. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Now see, I don't like snakes. I don't like snakes at all. So, of course, what do they start the movie out with? These computer animated snakes that just, can't take it. Can't take it. All right. So, I did get an order from Stitching Bits and Bobs, which is a place I found online. And this is the button, the Jabco button that I needed for the Little House Needleworks Little Sheep Virtues Friendship. It's a little bird. Hopefully you can see that without too much glare. And I also got the number 1, which is Little House Needleworks Little Sheep Virtue number 1, which is Hope. And I did get the flower button with it. And the flower button is right here in the corner. I did get that. So, I've got a couple of these now, a few of them actually. I've got kindness, I've got friendship, I've got hope. I've got a couple others. Not sure which ones yet. Okay. So, move this stuff out of the way because this is all fabric. There we go. Okay. Now, some of these I just got in. Some of them I've had for a little bit because I ordered them a few weeks ago. This one I am dying to do. I really am. Ever since I've seen this, I've wanted it. I don't know why. Just something about it. This is Sophie's Sheep by Plum Street Samplers. I just love this, and I want to do it in the sampler threads. So, it is so cute. Because I consider myself the black sheep of my family. Okay. And then, I got Harris Halloween by Plum Street Samplers. You can see there's a theme going on there. And I got Salem Sisters number 1. And nope. Okay, this is all done in crescent colors, and it's only done in 3, and I think I have 2 of the 3. Sisters of mine, we've done no crime, yet here we go, hanging these foul town folk. They thought us cursed, and now we're up here, swaying. I don't know, I can't read it. Print's a little bit too small. Okay, and so I got that. And those all the patterns that I just showed you and the button, those were all from stitchingbitsandbobs.com. There was a little goof with my order because I ordered it way back in, let's say, July or August, and I just got it like a couple days ago. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. Then I got this. This is Artsy Cross Stitch. It's called the Fairy Silhouette Square 3, adapted from artwork by Joni Pretty. And on 14 count, it's 9.5 by wide by 9.5 tall. 16 it's 8.5 by 8.5, and on 18 it's 7.5 by 7.5. There's only 8 colors, only full cross stitches, which is good, and it's also pretty much a full coverage. And this will be one of the first full coverages I have ever done. Well, not really the first one, because I have one called the Cheshire Cat, and it's from Mrs. Purgotti on Etsy, and I got it in a bundle with a bunch of 3 other Alice in Wonderland's charts, and that one's pretty much full cross stitch, full coverage. And I got a couple others from Heaven and Earth. And this is not a full coverage, but I can't wait to do it. This is from Artisy Cross Stitch. It's called The Dog Sampler, cross stitch designed by Trina Clark. And it's 178 wide by 178 high. And it just uses black. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to use, whatever I want. I don't think I'm going to use a black, but I'm definitely doing it either on 16 or 18 count. I might do something. I have a couple pieces of really dark fabric that I might use a light color on to make it pop, as long as it's not white, but I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do. But that's that one. Okay, now I have some fabric. I am in the Forbidden Fiber Company. They're Fabric Club, and all I can get is 14 count. I could switch it to make it 18 count, which I might do. Not quite sure yet. But this is really cool fabric to stitch on. It's very soft. I mean, a lot of people don't like Aida because it's, too stiff or whatever. But this is not. It is rather supple. Kind of like the Bee Stitch Me Aida. If you've never used the Bee Stitch Me Aida, you should try it. But here it is. This is 14 count Stormy Night. And hopefully that's coming to the color. But it's very blue, and it's a blue mottled. It's got some what looks like light blue and gray in it. And then we also have Forbidden Fiber, 1/4 of a yard of 14 count corn silk, which is a nice yellowish ecru color. And it's a little bit mottled. Could be getting washed out, but it's kind of a washy color anyway. So there's that. Okay. And then, after I filmed last week, I ended up getting, oh no, I've got a couple more pieces here. This is a 12 by 12 piece of 14 count Aida from the Weigart, and it's called Stonewashed, and it's from the Forbidden Fiber Company. I ordered these myself, and I thought this one was really, really cool. With the, it's kind of like a pair of stonewashed jeans, It's got some darks, it's got some light spots, I thought it was cute, and I thought that if it's big enough, I could use it on a couple Christmas stitches that I have in mind. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to do a floss toss on that one. Then I got this one. This is a 16 count, 1/4 of a yard, 16 count Aida from Zweigart, and it is from Forbidden Fiber, and it is called Eerie. And it's purple mottled, like a light purple modeling kind of thing. I don't have very good light in here today because I'm not sitting next to the window, number one, and number two, it's very dreary outside, so. And then, last but not least, sometimes if you go on Forbidden Fiber Company to order something, they have a select amount of colors, and I can't always get 16 count in the colors that I'd like to get. So sometimes I have to wait, and sometimes I have to hope. But this is Polar, and it is a 16 count Zweigart piece, and it's an 1/8 of a yard. It is Polar, and it is like a purplish, whitish, maybe some gray in there. I think it's pretty cool. There are some patterns that I might want to use for this. Hands-On Design came out with the, like they have a polar bear and they have a penguin, they have a whale. You put them on like this wooden piece that you can get from 411 something or other for a finishing idea. I don't know if I'm going to do it on that or not. I might. And then from Everything Cross Stitch, this is all Witchell fabric, which I kind of like because it's a little stiffer, and I kind of like the stiffness. I don't know why. But this is kind of a, I don't know, very faint green. It's called French Lace, and it's 16 count. And yeah, it's kind of like a light gray green, I think. And then I have some of this. This is a piece of 16 count Misty Blue. And in this light, it kind of looks more like a dark gray, but there is a hint of blue in it. I got 18 count silver white. And it's, I don't know if you can see the opalescent in it, but it does have very pronounced opal. Oh, there we go. I think you can see it now, maybe. It's got a very pronounced opalescent in it. And this one I actually kind of like, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I might get a bigger piece, I'm not sure. This is a sparkle gray, and it's got like little snowflakes on it. And this is a 20 count. It's a very dark gray with kind of like white snowflakes falling on it. The reason I'm thinking about getting a bigger piece of this is because I know what I might want to do with it. Not sure yet. And this is, I got 2 pieces of light antique blue. I kind of like this. I think this would be good for, you know, like Christmas ornaments or something. It's not very Halloweeny, so that's what I'm thinking. I also stitch on a lot of beige. I don't know why, but I do. Stitch on a lot of beige. The one from the Permanent Hair, that's, I believe it's a 16 count coffee dyed piece of Ada, and I coffee dyed it myself. This one I got from 123 Stitch. It is a 14 count Lavender Whisper. And I think this color is absolutely gorgeous. It's very light. Well, not really a light, more like a medium purple, medium lavender. And then, this is a piece of 14 count that I dyed myself. And it's the first time I've ever used dye to dye something. But I've liked it, and so I'm going to try to get some more pieces of like, I've done the coffee tea dye. I've also done just tea dye, just coffee dye. But this one, I absolutely fell in love with, and it's just black, and I put it in a container, cheapy plastic container. More of the black got done over here, but you can see some blue spots from the dyeing process. This is more of a white charcoal, well, dark grayish greenish side, whereas you see the whole piece here. Which this one has more blue. Yeah, you can see the blue spots better in this side, and this over here looks like it's all blue as well. But I love how it came out. I think I might be doing something on this for a friend of mine. In my networking group, I went around and asked everybody what their likes and dislikes were. Because I'm one of those people, when I do presents for somebody, I try to make them as personal as possible. That's why when I first started quilting, that's why I named my business what I did, but I'm actually thinking of changing the name. In fact, I pretty much set my mind to the fact that I'm going to be changing the name of my company or my business to something else. Because when I first started, I only did quilts. I only did lap quilts and little quilts and all this, that, and the other thing. And I really didn't do anything else. Well, then I expanded to do bags and mug rugs and bowl cozies and, you know, the book sleeves and whatnot. And so I'm actually thinking about changing everything. I'm going to keep the same colors, you know, my purple. And I'm going to have a new logo drawn up. But other than that, you know, I think I'm going to be changing things around because I just don't do quilts anymore. I'm still going to be doing quilts. In fact, I had some blocks from a quilt I had made a quilt for a client, and she made it abundantly clear that she was disappointed because she had a California king size bed, and it was long enough this way, you know, for the length of the bed. It just wasn't quite wide enough, and I know I measured it like 3 times to make sure that I had the right width. And when I put it together, I had the right width, and somehow I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was when I put the binding on it or when I tied it or what happened. Somehow it shrunk a little bit. Well, she was disgruntled. So I offered to, sorry, I'll flash here. I offered to make her a new one, but I was going to do it in a different style. Well, she decided she didn't want that style, and all she wanted was her money back. So basically all she wanted was a free quilt, which was fine. I wasn't about to argue, you know. I didn't really want to do it in the first place. I did it because I thought she was a friend, and turned out she wasn't. So I don't want anything more to do with that. And then I found out later on at a craft fair, she was at the penny sale table, and my quilt was sitting there on the penny sale table because that's all it was worth, evidently. So I was like, all right. So this particular one that I took the blocks and started doing today, I hate it. I absolutely hate it because it's the colors that this woman wanted, and now I have to try to get rid of it, and I'm not keeping it. So if it means that I make it and I don't sell it this year, I'm going to take it to Goodwill and just they can do whatever they want with it. I don't care. But that's how I feel about it. And I don't normally feel that way about my work. I make mistakes. Yes, I'm only human, but that's how it works. Okay, so I did do a little bit of quilting this week. I made this bag. I tried to put a zipper on it. As you can see, it didn't work out, but this is for me anyway. So, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it because obviously I cut it. I think I might just, maybe try to put another zipper on it, or, put a small binding around it and put some snaps on it. But it's for me. It's a project bag. Can fit. Pretty sure it can fit this. This is a nerd hoop. And the pattern is big enough for that. So, yeah. But it's just for me. So, because I love this movie. It's my favorite movie. And then for the ladies that helped me in cardiac rehab, there's 7 of them. Oops. I'm making them some mug rugs. And here's what they look like. And I need to make 4 more of these. I have 3 done. I need to make 4 more. And I'm giving them some of this Tassino dandelion tea. Because some of it I can't drink. This one has this one has something in it that I can't have due to medications. Maybe I could have it. Yeah, I think I could have it. But there's one that's a turmeric, dandelion turmeric tea. I can't have that. And I thought this one had licorice in it. Guess not. Nope, no licorice. But I thought one of them had licorice in it, and I can't have that either. So, anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things in life I can't have anymore. But I think they came out pretty cute. They are, everything I do is 100% washable. 100% cotton all the way down the line. Except for, like the bags, they have a fusible fleece. And it's, polyester. But there's no wash there. Unless you have a long-haired cat and they're getting cat hair all over your stuff. They'll still stay washed. So anyway, yeah. So I have a couple of things. On October 7th in Berwick, which is where I live, they are having a craft fair on Durant Road. At the Dunn Farm, at the Dunn Farm, which is right on Route 4, I believe. And it's a pretty cute one. So if anybody here lives in Berwick and they're kind of don't have anything to do, go to the Dunn Farm. Come see me. I'll be there. And then on the 14th of October in Berwick, I have another craft fair that is on Durant Road in Berwick. And I went to this one last year, and they had it being, like on a small dirt back road and, kind of a small fair. I did pretty well. I really did. I was quite impressed. And then I think it's at the end of the month. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check the date. But there is a big one in Algonquin, Maine. And I am going to that one as well. That one was an expensive one, so I hope I do pretty well there. So I'm going to be going to that one. So if anybody is from Algonquin or Wells or, you know, Sanford, North Berwick, South Berwick, and you watch me, then please come and see me. So other than that, any life stuff. Yes. My daughter's going to her first homecoming game with a friend tonight, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, here comes the Miss Patches. Hello. Hello. Yes, here comes the Miss Patches. She's like, what are you doing? So yeah, she's doing that, and we actually signed her up for the 8th grade trip to go to Washington, D.C. Am I looking forward to this? No, I'm not. But am I going to try to do it? Yes, I'm going to let her do it. So, just trying to clean up my mess a little bit here, just in case the dog decides to come over and visit. Here you go, Miss Patches. So, yeah. Want to say hi? You say hi? Say hi, everybody. My name is Patches. My name is Patches June. There she is. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. But yeah, so she's going to be doing that if she makes enough money, hopefully, because this is an expensive trip. The other thing is that we are going to try to start doing a little bit of Christmas shopping. I already started, and my daughter's really into the Hello Kitty things, so yeah, better do that. There are a couple stitches that I want to get done for the holidays, and I'm going to try to work on those. One of them is really cute. It really is. It's absolutely adorable, actually. It was a freebie from Modern Folk Embroidery, and it was called the Cranky Owl. And it's this owl that looks like he's about ready to take somebody's head off. And he's on a tree, you know. He's just, I don't know. It's cute. So I gotta finish him for my stepdaughter. And then I have a geometric fox that I want to do for her partner. And I have to fully finish a little Boba Fett that I did for my stepson. So, and then, hey you, hi, yes. And then I got one for my brother-in-law, and I started a Doctor Who one for my husband. I'm gonna get that one done before Christmas. So I'm gonna try to get some stuff done next month. Some things I can only work on when my daughter and my husband aren't here. Anything else? Yeah, not a biggie. I also got this. This is my 2024 planner. I know it's not one of those book a days or anything like that, but I'm really not into that, and I just wanted something simple to the point. So what I did was, and I'm going to get some more different types of stickers, because I have the vintage ones that I used, and I want to get some different types. So this is what I did for January. I already filled it out, and if things change, they change. If not, alright. So, this is Enjoy the New for the new year, which I thought was rather appropriate. And I'm going to try to do a new year, new start, both in cross stitch and in quilting. I'm going to keep my spooky Sundays. And then each day of the month, I'm going to have like a baby quilt day, placemat day. I'm going to have a finish day, which is right here for both quilting and cross stitch. So that's an FFO day. And I'm going to do, this is one I started, this is a stitch I started last year, or this in January of this year. And it's called the Squonk, and it's from the Witchy Stitcher. And if it's not finished, then I will try to finish it in this month, because this will be 1 year, his 1 year birthday. And then do mug rugs and bags, and you know, like this particular Wednesday, I have bags, and then mug rugs, and then bags, and then mug rugs, and then bags. Then the other part of it is I have my networking meeting, and I'm going to start doing my FlossTube on Thursdays. If I can't do it on Thursday, then I will do it on Friday. And then John Adams from Plum Street Sampler, that'll be a year old on the 4th. So if I'm not done with it by January 4th, I will continue to work on it in the month of January. My Whip Go board is pretty easy. It's just a bunch of Plum Street stuff and working on it for a couple days, you know, here and there. So we'll see how far I get with that. And then this is a birthday, so I've got to do something for this particular person's birthday. And I'm also doing a new start on that day. That is also my parents', it'll be my parents' 55th anniversary if my mother was still alive. So on that day, I'm going to do a new start, and I think I know what I'm going to do on that day. And then the Wonderland teacups I really have to work on, because on this particular day, it'll be 1 year old on January 25th. And that's also the day that we get our Whip Go calls. So, and then I've got 3 days of the month, 3 Fridays of the month, where I'm going to be doing finishing. So that's finishing Fridays. I think I might continue to do that on Fridays, so I can get a lot of things done and accomplished. Like if I do a bunch of new placemats, try to get some of them finished, or get the supplies to finish them. And then we have Sampler Saturday, which is going to be Quaker samplers, because that's all I normally do are the Quakers. But that's just me. And here, I'm going to be doing Halloween stitching. Start stitching every 13th of the month. So. And then on December 31st is a sampler called Hare and Deer that I got from NARAX Stitch on Etsy. And they're a Norwegian, yeah, I think it's like a Norwegian sampler. The hair on that is no joke. That sucker's big. So I'm going to definitely be working on that for at least a month. I'm going to try to get it done, you know, several days during the month. So that might be my Sampler Saturday fill-in, except for the 13th. Because every 13th of the month I'm going to be doing dark stitching. So I'm contemplating doing a whip parade on December 29th. Depends on if I'm here by myself. If my daughter's here, she'll be in her room. But My husband's here. So I'm going to work on, for the month of January 2024, I'm going to work on the Squonk, John Adams, my St. Patrick's Gnome, and Wonderland Teacups. And I'm going to have new starts on the 1st, the 11th, and the 27th for my junk journal. I don't know why yet, but something. Maybe something small. And then I'm going to start filling in the days during the month. So, and then for February, I'm only going to show a couple here. Expect nothing and appreciate everything. That I love. Because I do expect nothing from anybody. And when I do get something, I appreciate it. And I'm so glad when people appreciate what I do for them. So, we're going to still go with the Spooky Sundays, the different days of quilting. We're going to have a couple FFO days. On this particular day, we're either going to do book sleeves or e-readers. The book sleeve or e-reader sleeve, it's the same thing, basically. There are a couple days when I'm going to do a new start, February 18th and February 23rd. And those might be the Frosty Forest, because it's Frosty Forest February. But on Thursdays, I'm going to try to work on my Frosty Forests, because those days are pretty much a wash for me. Because I have the meeting, and the meeting never starts on time, and it goes long, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's not like I have anything real important to do unless I have some orders that I really need to get done. So, and so there are 4 things I need to work on. I need to work on my soft Wookie. And if you've never watched The Big Bang Theory, okay, it's about 4 guys that are on the geeky side. They're very smart. One's an astrophysicist, one's an engineer, one's a theoretical physicist, and one is he does experiments. So, theoretical. No, not theoretical. He actually puts the plans into action. Theories into action, see if they work. And 2 of them live together, and that's Leonard and Sheldon. Now, Sheldon he's the man. I love Sheldon. He's my favorite. I even got a couple Big Bang Theory cross stitches, which I have to do. So, when he doesn't feel well, he tries to get people to, sing him this song called Soft Kitty. And it's soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. So, well, I found a Star Wars cross stitch that is, instead of having soft kitty, so on and so forth, it's soft Wookie. So yeah. And Midwinter Mush Gloom by Noctiflora on Etsy. Let Me In by Mama X Stitches, and The Bat, which I think it's by Cleo and Company. So, yeah, and as you can see, I have my coffee right here. Or my tea. I am drinking tea. Well, I've had coffee, but I have a cup of tea every day. So, yeah. So, I also have an FFO day on the 23rd, and that's also a new start day. And then my samplers, oh, no. Put a new start down for the 10th. And the 18th. Okay, well, I gotta change that. 10, 18, 10, 18. Yeah, what is it? I just do the 10 and 18. So, but yeah, this is what I'm going to attempt to follow, and what I do, what I stitch, I will write down. That way, I don't have to, keep up with notes and all that. I like doing the notes, but this way I know the day that I'm going to, like February 1st. I'm going to do my whatever FlossTube it is. So yeah, so that I bought. I haven't decked it all out yet, but I will as I go. So, other than that, I think that's all I have, which is wonderful. Hopefully my plans for this week, my plans for this week is to get some more Halloween stitching done. I want to work on my Teresa Kogets because I think I'm going to, for WIPGO, I'm going to work on my silhouettes for 2 days. And then, or possibly 3 motifs. I think I'm going to do 3 motifs. And I might just work on it 2 days too. That'll, or work on the spooky for 2 days and then, will you stop it? Jeez, patches. Work on the, I know you're the producer, but jeez. Oh my goodness. So I might work on the silhouettes for 2 days and see how much of that I can get done, take it out of timeout. And then I'll work on my spooky Halloween or a spooky Quaker and try to get as many motifs done on that as I can. I consider all, like if it's a big motif, like it's got like 4 witch faces, I consider each witch a motif. But doesn't matter because I love working on Quakers. They're my favorite. I also want to work on Such a Fright, and I want to definitely work on my Bateau Lantern and Frank and Elvira, and try to get those. That's just a board. Why are you sniffing it? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. And then for November, I'm thinking of doing, Be Thankful, like this. Welcome Autumn, or Heart and Hands Pumpkins. And that's just a couple of them. I have this Bent Creek, the Black Cat, which I absolutely love, and I don't know why I haven't started this. I don't have to use the called for colors, but I do want to use the called for colors or something close to the called for. I do have Nutmeg. I think I have Brandy. I don't have Black Crow, but I can get it. It's not a big deal. And I don't have Sable. And those are all Gentle Arts. So I might just do that. I don't know. And if I do this one, because I don't have the little crow for this, but I have some buttons. I could glue a button to it or sew a button to it. Doesn't really matter. But this one I'm pretty sure I have the colors for. So it's not a big deal. But it's very cute. And this is one of those prim things, and I don't know why I like it. It's like this. This is one of those prim things, and I don't know why I like it, but I do. I thought it was cute. And so those ones I might do for November, just as a, I know there's one I definitely want to start that says Be Thankful. And it's a very cute stitch. I don't have a cover photo for it, but I want to do it. And I also want to, I did the welcome, the Autumn Quaker from Stitching Through the Years. I have the autumn, I have the winter, I have the spring and the summer. So I think I want to start doing the winter one too. And that's a Quaker. So I love my Quakers. I just love Quakers. I am definitely a Quaker stitcher. I also have been starting to get back into crochet and I've been doing the quilting, and I have a bunch of things that I need to finish before the next weekend. I have couple of table runners and a couple of sets of placemats. And I think next week I might be doing a giveaway. Not quite sure yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do if I can get it finished. And what I'm thinking about doing is giving away a project bag with a thread bed and a notions bag, and possibly a pattern. Not quite sure yet. I'm thinking about it. I have been thinking about it for a while, so I might give away one, I might give away two, I don't know yet, because I'd really like to get my name out there, you know. I do have some subscribers. I don't have a lot, but I end up getting one or two new ones every week, which is okay. And also, thank you, Heidi from the Potty Mouth Stitcher. She got in touch with me last week after I mentioned her, and she complimented my dog, which I thought was so cute, because she just lost Bear, her dog. She still has her cats. She has Felix and Lucy. I think that's it. But they lost Bear, which was kind of sad. Plus, she also lost Will Ferrell. If you've never watched her, you should really watch her, because I'm actually thinking about, you know, possibly ordering some of her Stitchy Snacks or Blue Ridge Mountain Snacks or whatever she freeze dries. I'm actually thinking about ordering some because they look so good. But yeah. So, but check her out. I've also been binging Stitchy Friends. They're from Ohio, Sarah and Jen. They do a lot of the same stuff, which I think is cute. And they do some Plum Street. But I've got to get back into Stitch the Stash with Deborah, because she loves Plum Street and so do I. So we have kind of the same aesthetic, which I think is cool. But those are the three that I have been watching a lot of, or when I can watch the Potty Mouth Stitcher, because she only films about once every 2 weeks, so she should have one coming up. And of course I watch Carla Being Crafty every week, and I watch Stick Strings and Other Things because I love Lee. She's such a trip. And of course Pam and Steph, Memphis Sarah E, Jenny and Nancy the Bougie Stitchers. Sometimes I lost the Garden Goose Stitcher. And sometimes, and I definitely always watch Missy and Kathy, Two Needles Pulling Thread. So, those are a few of my favorites. And Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy. Oh, I wish she'd do more Alice in Wonderland patterns. I really do, because I loved the couple that she did, because I've got the literature Alice. It's not called that, but that's what it is. And I've got the Mad Flower, or a Mad Flower, Mad something. And any Alice in Wonderland I can get my hands on, I grab. I actually have one that's a dark Alice. Cannot remember where it's from, but I will definitely print it out. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to, comment down below. You can get in touch with me at madewithlovecustomquilts@gmail.com. And hopefully I'll be back next week. See you later. Bye.